seem a little jittery. Is everything all right? Oh, it's an innocent enough question. Yes, I suppose I have somewhat of an idea of what may be on your mind. If it's going to make you anxious, we don't have to go through with it. Oh, you've been looking forwards to it. Well, that is to be expected, after all. I'm very much looking forward to it too. You do seem a little unable to concentrate on your work, though. Would you like to sneak off early? Well, there's not much for me to stand around doing. The office is busy during repairs to my, what did you call it? Calculator body? Please. It may not be as fabulous as this one, but you have to understand, darling. When someone comes and offers you a body, and you completely hate the one that you were born with, I wasn't exactly going to be picky. And from the moment that I had my box form, well, we knew the end goal was to make this fabulous body. It just was going to take time. And before she spent all of this time and effort making this form, she wanted to make sure it was actually possible to put my soul into a metal body. Imagine if she'd spent all the time and resources making this one and then it didn't work. It's not often now that I have to retreat back into that older form, you know. She's working harder and harder on making this one a more permanent body. But sometimes, you know, if this needs repairing, what am I going to do? I'm not going to float around in my, you know. So I can retreat back into that one, but no retreating can be done when it's a little bit bruised, shall we say. Yes. Someone thought it would be funny to wheel it off the edge of a ramp and see if it would balance on its own without me inside of it. It did not, so here we are. But I'm only hanging around in case she wanted me to hop back inside it, but I don't think she's going to be done anytime soon, and I can always stop by tomorrow, or whenever, if the knowledge of what is to come later tonight is just too much for you to bear, and it's just torturous for you to try and focus on work when we could be doing so many other things. I mean, we could even start early. What do you think? You're far too easy to tease. But you're taking me up on the offer, yes? Excellent. Well, I'll meet you by the entrance, let you get your stuff together. And then it's back to mine, yes? Good. Well, I'll see you in a second then, darling. finally back. How are you feeling? Right. Come. Sit with me on the bed. Because I feel there are a few things I need to get clear with you before we do anything. As much as I do have immense fun teasing you, you do know we don't have to do this tonight, or ever. I know it's something that you've been wanting to do, but if it's making you anxious to a degree that isn't fun, you know, I don't want you to be so worried about this that it is actually seriously, badly affecting your basic functions. As flattering as it is that the idea of stepping things up with me is that distracting for you, I don't want you to actually give yourself a panic attack. And you'll tell me if it's too much. Oh, fine, well, if it's too much in a bad way, yes. Darling, I do want to be serious for a second. I know it might be a little out of character for me, but tonight is about you and making you feel good. As much as I may parade around and say, oh, of course you wanted your first time to be with me, who else? You know, there's hardly another option. But I am quite touched that you want it to be with me and that you feel comfortable enough with me for this. Especially when you found it, you know, I know you found it difficult to find someone that you are comfortable with. I know it doesn't come easy to you. And so the last thing I want to do is be rushing you. Or that my flirtatious nature makes you think that you need to do this. I'm very happy being with you. Well, as long as you know that. And you're not doing this under some sort of obligation. You promise? Well then. You don't want to pull this off. You do still want to do it tonight. Or now, I should say. Well then, I suppose what are we waiting for? Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that audio commissions are currently open, and I also have a Ko-fi and a Patreon. If everyone who followed me donated just £1 a month, that would help me out a lot. There are numerous different rewards on my Patreon, including access to my Discord server, your name read aloud in the credits, and exclusive Not Safe for Work audios that you patrons get to request. All of my socials, but especially my Discord, I try to make the most inclusive, safe space for all of you. And a thank you to my fledglings, Cry, Phoenix JN, Antichrist, Aviana Brent, Victor's divorce lawyer, Kim, Leviathan, Donut Rebel, and Sherty. And a thank you to my familiars, TRO Voodoo Doll, Neuron Name, Julia, Abby Clayton, Maximum, Isabel, Enter S, Sleepy, Your Friend Blue, Cello Moon, Rio, Whipson, Dearies, Dandelion, and Saladuria.